Thank you guys so much for logging on. I'm excited to get started on our call tonight. We've got a few more minutes to let some other people log in, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right. Well, okay, so we have a bunch of people still logging on. I can see our view count going up, which is awesome. But this is recorded, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So welcome to our team call tonight. And I'm so excited that we have people logging in to learn more about what coaching is. So whether you were invited by me or somebody else from our team, I just wanted to say thank you so much for being a part of this and for taking some time out of your night to be a part of this and just see what we're doing, see what we're up to, see what we are doing to try and make a difference. So just to get things started, I see some comments that you don't see the chat box, but I see it on my screen. I just don't know where it is on your screen. So we may have to skip that part about telling me where you're from. So, but just a little bit, we are going to go over tonight about coaching. Is this a scam? Maybe you're shy and you don't like talking to people, how you can still do this and be successful. Are you at your goal body, and do you need to be at your goal weight or goal body before you start your coaching journey? Do you ever feel like nobody would even be inspired by your story, or that you're not a salesperson? If any of these are things that you have thought about when you think about coaching, then this is definitely the right call for you to learn a little bit more about how this all works. So to get things started, I just want to share a little bit about me. So my name is Jen Greenberg. I am an elite coach with the company. And I just want to take you back in time a little bit to help you understand how I got started as a coach, how Beachbody entered my life, and that kind of thing. So in May of 2002, when I was 19 years old, I got married to my husband, and I met him when I was in high school, and I just went right from that to a little bit of college, and we got married, and then started taking on student loan, because that is what you are supposed to do, right? You're supposed to finish high school, go to college, and load yourself up with 6 figures of student loan debt. So that's what I did. And from 2002 to 2012, I was going to college and racking up debt, and also working as a full-time paralegal and a couple of other odds and end type jobs to bring in extra income. Meanwhile, my husband was a realtor, and he was actually very successful in his real estate career. And then 2008 happened, and I'm sure you guys know about that and remember when the real estate crash happened. And so that really kind of put our world in a whirlwind, and we lost everything. We had no savings, or, the little bit of money we did have in savings, we were just trying to keep these properties afloat, and the property values just plummeted. Houses that were originally worth like $600,000 or $700,000 were now worth $200,000. We had properties that had renters in there who weren't paying anymore. It was just a disaster. And at the time, we were like, why is this happening? We are supposed to just be living this perfect life where we're just happy and things are going well. And now we're in this gigantic mess, a financial crisis. We both had to file bankruptcy. We both had foreclosures on our records, repossessions. I was getting calls from medical debt collections just at all hours of the day, all kinds of collection calls, everything you can imagine. And it was so discouraging. I mean, I just did not understand why this was happening. Like, I just felt like I was doing everything right. I felt like I was following the plan that everybody else follows, where you go to school, you get a job. I wasn't a bad person. I wasn't committing crimes or anything like that. So I'm like, I just did not understand why me? Why is this happening? So it was a very tough couple of years where we were trying to navigate through this mess. And in that time, I found P90X. And while my journey with Beachbody has never really been about weight loss, P90X saved me in so many ways, because I needed that break from dealing with the financial crisis, which was our life. And at the time, I just felt like such a failure. I felt embarrassed. I felt embarrassed to even let my family know what was going on. I felt embarrassed, in a lot of ways. And so that 1 hour a day that I was doing my workout was just an escape from the reality that had become our life. And through P90X, I got into the best shape of my life. I realized that I can do hard things like push-ups and pull-ups, and I just found that drive in myself to really push myself and to challenge myself. And it just made me happy. It was just something that I could do each day that made me feel good about myself again. And through P90X, I found that there was a little business opportunity, aka becoming a Beachbody coach. And so in 2011, I joined as a coach, and that was about 6 months after I had become addicted to P90X. So originally, I was just referring people to the Beachbody website, people that had asked me about what I was doing to improve my fitness, and people were noticing a difference in my body, but they were also noticing a difference in my attitude. And they were just saying, there's something different about you. What are you doing? And so when I was telling people about P90X, I was just telling them, oh yeah, just find it on Beachbody or whatever. And I didn't realize that there was a business opportunity associated. And once I found out, I learned more about it, and I figured, well, you know what? Why not? Why not me? There's other people out there that are doing it and that are successful. So what do I have to lose, right? I've already lost everything else. And so I just decided to give it a shot. I decided I was going to sign up and commit to 1 year of really putting my time and effort into building this business and just seeing what I could do. So that was in 2011, and now, it's 2015, and obviously I'm still here. So I did continue on my journey, and I had fails and I had successes, but I did find my groove and, eventually started creating an income, and little by little, I changed my attitude of why me into why not me, and I became an elite coach, a six-figure earner in the company. And in 2013, I was actually able to leave my paralegal job. I had a baby, our very first son, in 2013, and left on maternity leave and never came back, and have not looked back since. So this is obviously a very condensed timeline, but I just wanted to give you a little bit better of an idea of who I am and where I came from. So that's just a little bit about me. Now here's a little bit about our team, our Fit Family Network. It was established in May 2011, founded by myself, Jen Greenberg. And what I want you to really take away from this particular picture is that this team of ours is in the top 1% of the company. And actually, I just came back from a leadership retreat that was fully paid for by Beachbody, and we're actually not in the 1%. We're in the 0.05% of the company as an elite team. And we have over 7,500. Actually, I think we're now over 10,000 people. And it's just an amazing team because we have people from so many different walks of life. We have an opera singer, we have paralegals, we have office managers, teachers. We have people that work, for the federal government as federal employees, police officers, office assistants, stay-at-home mom. So I just want you to know that you don't have to be a stay-at-home mom to make this work, or you don't have to be a fitness professional or a nutritionist. I mean, we have people from so many different careers that are represented in our team, and it's just really cool because it adds so much dynamic to our team. Okay, so back, when I first started this call, I mentioned, that I did what you're supposed to do, graduated high school, went to college. And I think most of us can agree that that's what most people tell you to do. So here's a little glimpse at kind of the typical ordinary options that you have. So you can go to college, which just an average cost for that for a 4-year degree for an in-state school is about $35,000. So you can go do that, invest 4 years of your life going to college, learning, going through those steps to get that piece of paper that says bachelor's of whatever. There is no guarantee afterwards that you're going to get a job or like your job. I cannot tell you how many people that I have met that, they worked so hard for a degree and then they end up working in that field and absolutely hate it. So that happens. Or there's a ton of stories of people that have gone and invested blood, sweat, and tears and debt to getting their degree, and then they just can't find a job. So there's no guarantees in that, but still that seems to be what most people do. Then you can get a job. So, your typical 9-to-5 job where you are working for somebody else, you are working for a company and helping them to achieve their goals. And you're helping the CEO of that business to reach his goals. And they really don't care about you and your goals. You are just there. You have roles that you need to fill, and you are basically trading your time for a salary. So the typical salary in Florida is $40,000. So you can expect to get a weekly or biweekly paycheck. Usually you get some vacation time and some sick time, and you can kind of spread those out over the years. So that's what most of us do. And then the third option is a franchise. And a franchise is basically when you're buying into an already proved business, like Subway or Mary Maid or 7-Eleven. Those are all examples of franchises. So basically, you are investing a chunk of money for a business. You have to provide the brick and mortar building, and then they provide you with the plan. So you know their whole policy and procedures, how they do things, how they run things, and you basically have to follow all of those. You don't get any creative control. You just own it, and then you have to pay for that franchise license as well as usually share the profits in the company. So there's quite a bit of investment involved in a franchise, and that is also, an option for people that are looking to be an entrepreneur. So of those three things, I think the one that relates to coaching the best is a franchise. But the cool thing about coaching is there is no $60,000 buy-in. There's a $40 buy-in. And that is actually a pro and a con, because a lot of people that have invested, $10,000 to $200,000 in a franchise, they don't give up on it because they have skin in the game. They cannot walk away and fail because they've invested so much. So people that do the franchise road, they don't just walk away. They don't just say, oh, I don't feel like working my business today. They've got to do it. They're under the gun. They're under the pressure. I don't know if anybody watches Shark Tank, but I have seen so many episodes. I love that show. And I've seen so many episodes where people have borrowed money from their parents' retirement accounts or things like that, and just taken that and put it on the line for their dream, which is awesome. I think it's so awesome when people chase their dream. But knowing the weight of that decision and the weight to make that business successful, you're not going to give up on it. Whereas coaching, you're only investing $40 to sign up as a coach, and then $15.95 a month for your business fees. And actually that $40 is waived most of the time because you sign up with a challenge pack, which is a fitness program and Shakeology, and the $40 is waived. And then if you're a military or veteran, it's also waived. So a lot of times with coaching, because you don't have that skin in the game like you do with a franchise, a lot of people just give up when it gets hard, or they just give up when they don't feel like showing up, and they just kind of treat it like a hobby. So that is something to keep in mind when you are looking at different options, and just something to remember, because there are so many people where I see they have amazing potential in this business, but because they don't have skin in the game and they treat this like a hobby, it pays you like a hobby. Okay, so you may be still wondering at this point, what the heck is a coach anyways? And we haven't really talked about that yet. So let me just go over real quick. It's simple, and sometimes we can overcomplicate it, but the basics of coaching is that you work on your own fitness transformation by using, obviously, a Beachbody program and product. You invite friends and family to join you on your journey. You grow as a person through personal development. So these are books and audios that you read to learn and grow leadership qualities, relationships, things like that. And then you share your story. And sharing your story is something that you actually learn how to do effectively in our coach training. So everything that you need to know on how to be a coach and how to effectively do these skills, these are all things that we teach you in your coach training that comes, free when you join with Fit Family Network. Okay, so here is a little bit more about how it works. So you make the first decision. It starts with you. You say, I am going to get into shape. I'm going to lose that baby weight, or I'm going to lose that weight I put on after we moved around the country, or after I joined and started my career and I gained weight and I'm just not as fit as I used to be. So the decision starts with you, and you take the initiative and the effort to do a fitness program. You follow the guide, you follow the meal plan, you drink Shakeology, and you share your journey. And other people start to notice. Just like I said, people noticed me when I was doing P90X, whether they noticed my physical transformation or they noticed just my attitude and demeanor. People knew that there was something different about me. And so I inspired other people to make a change. And then other people started having results, and those people shared their story and inspired more people to join. So it starts with you, and you invite people to join this with you. And then those people, through you as their coach, they get great results, and then they inspire other people to join. And so you can see how this can totally just domino effect and grow and grow and grow and have that compound over and over, getting more and more people into shape, getting more and more people to understand that you don't have to live uncomfortably. You can be happy and do things and just pay it forward to other people. Okay, so I know, especially with that other picture, you're probably all thinking, that kind of looks like a pyramid. But what I want to share with you and just ask you to think with an open mind. Now, if you think about your current job or, jobs that you've had, think about where you were in the company. If you were an employee, you were kind of at the bottom level, and then there might be supervisors above you, and then above the supervisors are probably the manager, and then maybe the vice president, and then the CEO at the top. If you draw that out, I'm pretty sure that looks like a pyramid. And it's usually the employees down at the bottom that are making little to nothing, and then as you go up and up and up in the pyramid, they're making more and more. So that's kind of what it's like. Is that a pyramid scheme? No, it's not. It's just how most organizations are formed. Same thing with the military. This was actually, this little pyramid, military pyramid, was prepared by somebody in the military. And, so you've got the commander in chief up there at the top, and then the secretary of defense. And then, it goes down and down and down, and it's the same thing. Is it a scheme? No, it's just kind of how it is. So it's not a pyramid scheme. And the cool thing about Beachbody coaching is that when you sign people up, they have the ability to out-earn you, outrank you, outwork you. There's plenty of people in our team that, they have surpassed the person that signed them up in the company. And we actually don't even, I think like a pyramid scheme, according to like the government, is basically an illegal thing, by the way, where you sign people up and you earn money off of that sign up. So as a coach, like, we actually don't even make any money off of signing people up as coaches. It does zero benefit to sign people up as a coach unless I am able to help you become successful. And I think that's why this business model is actually really awesome, because we have a vested interest in helping our team succeed. And I think that's why our team is in the top, because we have that heart and passion to help others. And so we don't have people in our team that are just signing people up and never talking to them again. We sign people up and we lock arms and become success partners with you. And we build that relationship to help you get your business going and to get you on track with your own fitness. And we just kind of become partners together and, join and help each other along in our journeys. Okay, so these are kind of the 3 things that make up the Beachbody success. We have top of the line nutrition, That's going to include all of the supplements that Beachbody offers. So you may be familiar with Shakeology, which is an all-natural meal replacement shake. It's a superfood shake. It has over 70 all-natural ingredients. And I'm really emphasizing all natural here because, yes, there are tons of shakes on the market. I understand that. But Beachbody's Shakeology is the only one that is all natural. And this isn't a weight loss shake. It's not a diet shake. I mean, I drink this shake every day because I want those superfoods. I want that daily dose of dense nutrition in my, in my body. And I am not a perfect eater. I far from it. And I'm not a dietitian or a nutritionist or anything like that. And that's the cool thing with Beachbody. Like we were talking about franchises earlier, Beachbody just gives you these tools. They give you the plans. So when you have customers that are joining with you to be on this journey, you don't have to worry about knowing everything there is to know about nutrition because they give you the tools for that. We have Shakeology. We also have the Performance line, which is a great line of natural supplements to use, pre and post workout. And, so they have all of that covered. And then fitness, obviously, we have that covered with amazing programs that are none like anything else on the market. They spend millions of dollars advertising these with infomercials on social media. So you don't need to do the job of telling people what insanity is. Beachbody has done that job for you. So you have amazing tools as a coach to help people by using programs like 21 Day Fix, PIO, Turbo Fire, P90X, Brazil Butt Lift, Insanity, Insanity Max 30, P90, P90X. I mean, the list goes on of all these various fitness programs. You don't have to create workouts. You don't have to create workout schedules and workout guides. All of that is there and ready for you to just plug people into. And then peer support. That's the difference maker. That is what makes Beachbody so much different than any other weight loss or fitness solution on the market. Everything else, I actually just made a video recently where I showed a couple of other fitness things that I had purchased over the years, different DVDs. I had a couple yoga DVDs. I had a couple fitness magazines where I had purchased it because I wanted to follow the plan that is supposed to make me look exactly like the model on the front cover. But the thing is that there was no support or accountability with any of those things. So basically I purchased it, I put it in the DVD player once maybe, and then that was the end of it because I didn't have the accountability, somebody there with me, somebody locking arms with me to be, to create that support team, to create that success partnership. And so that's the cool thing about coaching is that you get to be there for people. You get to be that difference maker for somebody who actually finishes a program, somebody who actually achieves their goal, and they are going to get to the, to the finish line, and they're going to look at you and say, thank you for being there for me. Thank you for not letting me give up. Okay, so do I have to sell stuff? I know it sounds icky, and I hear this all the time when people want to be a coach, but they say, I don't want to sell stuff. I don't want to be annoying to my friends. And I get that. I totally get that because I feel the same way. But this is what the difference is. And we don't sell stuff. We don't put salesy links on our page and say, hey, buy 21 Day Fix from me today. Today only, it's on sale. Or, we don't do that. What we do is we share solutions. And the reason why it's just different than selling stuff is we are building relationships with people. And just like you would suggest your favorite restaurant or your favorite mascara or your favorite hair product, it's the same thing when you are referring people to try Shakeology or to try 21 Day Fix. You're basically just sharing a tool that has worked for you and referring other people to give it a try. Just like you do when you go to that brand new Mexican restaurant that opened down the street and you say, oh my gosh, you've got to go there and try their margaritas because they are so good. Same thing with these programs. When you have something that is working, that you love, and that you're passionate about, it's really easy to just share it and get other people to plug into those, that. Okay, so what's the worst case scenario? So let's say that you decided to be a coach and you said, all right, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to do it. What's the absolute worst case scenario? You pay $40 or you get a challenge pack. So anywhere from $140 to $200, depending on what program you get. And you get connected with our awesome team full of positive, like-minded people who are all going to be on this journey with you that you'll make great relationships with. You get into the best shape of your life, and maybe you even go outside of your comfort zone a little bit and grow as a person a little bit and learn a few things about yourself. Maybe you actually take some dreams off the back burner and build up some belief to start working towards those. Even if you never had one person sign up to be in a challenge group with you or to be a coach on your team, you are still guaranteed to have these amazing benefits just from being a part of our team, because you get, access immediately. And trust me, people are going to welcome you with open arms and be excited to get to know you and to be a part of your journey. So there's really no downside to it. I mean, we all need help. We all need to work on ourselves and to continually be adding to our own, filling our own cup. Because if you aren't investing in yourself, you get to a point where you don't have anything left to give. And that goes into, your role as an employee, as a wife, as a friend, as a mom, anything. Like, you really have to work on yourself to be a better person, no matter what your goals are in life. Okay, so I understand that not everybody is going to want to be a business builder that lives, eats, and breathes Beachbody 24/7 like I do, but here's the option. So there's a few different things on the table. You can become a discount coach. Basically, you can sign up and you'll get 25% off your future orders. And you don't have to do any sales. You don't have any minimum requirements. You would just have to pay your $15.95 monthly membership for your VIP membership, but that's still going to be saving you money every month on your Shakeology and any other programs or products that you decide to buy in the future. You don't have to be a coach. You don't have to share this opportunity with others. You don't have to go on calls or speak or anything like that. You can just sign up, get your discount, and enjoy getting your products 25% off. The second one is a hobby coach. So maybe, you have a full plate already. You're working at a full-time job. You love your job and you do enjoy Beachbody programs and products. And, maybe you refer somebody here and there. If someone just happened to come up to you and say, hey, I want to get Shakeology. Where do I get it? And, so you refer a person here and there. So maybe you make a little bit of extra spending cash, which is always nice. I know when I first got started, my initial goal was to make maybe, $50 or so I could have some, I called it guilt-free money I didn't have to get approved to spend. I just wanted to be able to get my nails done without feeling guilty for spending that last $50 in our account. So it was a great motivation for me to do that. So I kind of started off as a hobby coach, and from that, I developed into a business builder. So a business builder is someone that is ready to go all in and make this your eventual full-time job. And this is somebody that is wanting to build a life of freedom and to build your own team, a team that has a vision and a mission statement that you've created that you are just really passionate about and want to build and develop. So there's even some in-between areas in between all three of those things. There's just a big range of where people kind of fit in. And that's another cool thing about our team is that there's just a little bit of everything. We've got plenty of discount coaches and hobby coaches and business builders. And so there's so many relatable people in our team that I'm sure you would connect with. So when you join with Fit Family Network, here's a little bit of what to expect from us. So we get weekly team training calls. So those are weekly webinars. We have ours Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So we usually will discuss a different topic each week, trainings on different things about the business. We also have one-on-one trainings with your coach. So whether I am your coach or whoever has invited you, we do one-on-one trainings, usually once or twice a week, or once a week or every other week. And those just kind of an accountability thing. We also have little small group and apprenticeships where we actually join together to possibly run a challenge group or an internship so that you learn how to help your customers and coaches as you go along. Social media training, like I said in the beginning, part of coaching is sharing your story. So we are going to teach you how to do that. Social media training covers how to use Facebook to share your story, how to use Facebook to connect with people in your warm market as well as your cold market. Then there's also tons of video trainings and Google documents and all kinds of things on how you can build your business and do it on your own level, whether, like the previous slide talked about hobby coach, discount coach, business builder. There's just a ton of materials for you to plug into and learn. But most of all, what our team provides is just a place to be reminded that it's okay to dream. And it's just a place that's going to encourage you to be your best self and to live your best life and to say, you know what, it's okay to think that I am worthy of, great things and that I am meant to do and live a significant life. Okay, so I hope that gave you a little better idea of what coaching is all about. And, what I want your takeaways to be from this call is that you don't have to be a fitness professional or a nutritionist, or you don't have to have your goal body and have a six-pack. But what you do have to have is, number one, the desire to be on a fitness journey yourself. Number two, the desire and willingness to share what you're doing and what's working for you. And number three, the desire to help people. Your income is going to be a direct reflection of the number of lives that you change. And that was something that was told to me from the very beginning of my Beachbody journey. And I'm so grateful that I learned that and I have applied it every step of the way because I knew that that was how I needed to lead and grow my business, was with helping others and adding value in the lives of other people, regardless of if they signed up with me or not. So that is how I've grown my business, and we have so many tools and things for you to plug into. So what now? If this sounded like something for you, then message the person who invited you to this call. Let them know that you were on and what you liked best. Number two, let them know what kind of coach sounded most like you. If you decide to sign up, do you think that you're going to be in the discount coach, hobby coach, business builder? Which one is for you? Number three, they will walk you through the sign-up process. Number four, if you are wanting to be a hobby or business builder, we are going to get you plugged into our next new coach training. And number five, you will get the opportunity to be an apprentice coach with your coach's next challenge group. So you don't have to be nervous about running a challenge all by yourself. If you don't want to, you can have that opportunity to co-run that together with whoever has invited you into our team. So anyways, thank you guys so much. I would love to answer any questions, although I'm not sure if the chat was ever figured out. So you can feel free to email me, jengreenberg@hotmail.com, or send any of your messages to whoever invited you to our call tonight. But thank you so much for spending your evening, and I hope that this helped you and added value and gave you just a different perspective on what to expect as a coach. And with our team Fit Family Network, we would absolutely love to have you as a part of us. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this call. So thank you again, and I hope you have a great night.